Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Laura. Bear with me. Sorry it's shaky a little bit. We're still getting used to the camera stuff. So hopefully I'll be totally in frame this time. Last time I know we had some issues. This time we aren't going to have any issues. We're going to go for 100%. Okay, so I'm kind of crazy to do this video today because my daughter's getting married in less than 3 days. But I just wanted to talk about a challenge that I did for myself. It wasn't a challenge for anybody else. It was just something I challenged myself to do. Everyone's been talking about the stacks from Michaels. Well, I don't usually use them. I don't usually buy them. But I thought a couple of them were cute. So I'm sure we've all seen this one. And it's pretty cute, you know. Marry everything. I'm not even going to go through it because everyone's seen it. So I'm going to put it aside. My challenge to myself was that I make a mini scrapbook and I don't use any embellishments except for ribbon, and that everything else comes from the paper pad. Well, I accomplished it. I couldn't believe it. Now, this is not my style. And it's okay. It's not going to be one of my favorites, oh, I'm going to keep this forever kind of scrapbooks. But it turned out okay. I mean, it was a challenge. It was definitely a challenge because I like the bells and the whistles, the charms, the bows, the flowers, everything that makes it look pretty and wonderful. So this was kind of interesting to do it. I did not make this book. It is a Prima book by Frank Garcia, and the only thing that did not come from the paper stack was the ribbon. And if you ask me where I got it, I cannot tell you. It has been in my stash probably for 3 or 4 years. And so the ribbon isn't from there, the paper's from there. This was from one of the cut-aparts, and I cut it apart and tried to make it look somewhat like it could be on the front of a cover. I'm seeing that I'm not liking this tree much because it's only 2 days old and it's already getting wrinkled. So I used pop dots and made it 3-dimensional. I'm thinking perhaps I'd do Wink of Stella, but that still goes against what I had said I was going to do, which was to only use things from the pad. So I'll show you the inside. So here's the inside. This was one of the cut-aparts, and I cut all of the peripheral around it and just did the Happy Holidays. Oh, I should say that I did let myself use some washi tape too, but that was in my stash, except for Believe, which was from Target from the $1.50 bin. Everything else was in my stash, so I did break it a little bit. This was the paper. This was a cut-apart, so you could journal, maybe tell what year it was for Christmas, who the family members were, or what the event was. And that's one of the things I like about these small books, if I didn't say that at the beginning, is this isn't necessarily a book that I would use for all of Christmas or for all of the season. This would be something that I would do a day in the life of. Perhaps you take the grandkids to see Santa. Perhaps it's breakfast with Santa. Perhaps it's one day shopping with your daughter and you snap a couple pictures and you go out to lunch and she's trying on goofy clothes or hats. Whatever it is, you go to a parade. It's just a day in the life. It's a day in the life of. So that's why I like these small books. This would definitely not go over for a whole season. And I did go over everything with the chalk paint by Home Decor that Hobby Lobby sells. And if you don't know it, you don't have to buy the big containers of the chalk paint. They have the small containers if you want to try it for $1.99. So if you're not painting wood, or you're not sure about the paint, or you're not sure about the color, the $1.99 size is a fabulous way to go to try it, or to try the color. So I did the green and I just painted around all the edges because it was just a brown book. So that's the first page. Second page was I took a cut apart and I made a flap, and then I cut 2 of the tags, backed them with more paper, And I did it so you could just stuff it up into here. You can see that. And then I made this plain, and then any plain page I tried to put a piece of washi on it. But I thought this was a cute little page to put just a picture. So what I tried to do was one side would have some sort of embellishment that was part of the paper stack, and the other side would be plain. This is the second page. No peeking, presents, thought that was appropriate. This, you could write down what it was. I thought this was a really cute fa-la-la. And you could maybe do a small picture from the Instamax. This is almost the exact size of an Instamax picture. So maybe you would do a small picture of your tree or your kids. If you were doing maybe just pictures of your tree in the presents, this would be a cute book for that. And then you could journal behind it or journal about this. Hot cocoa, Merry Christmas. I loved this whole time of joy. And I cut the rest of it apart. I love just the stars and the little bit of gold. And so I put that in the middle of the page, and then I put the hot cocoa and a December to remember. And then I just backed that also with cardstock and just left that very sweet. And because I had said no other embellishments, I didn't even use twine to put on the tags. Okay, and this one I did a belly band. Oops. I did a belly band with one of the cut-aparts, and then I took the tags, and no peeking, and warmest wishes to and from. And I thought this would be cute if you were going to do a gift. You could say who the gift was to and who it was from, and take a picture of the gift, and no peeking. And I always remember pictures of, my parents always had pictures of us looking around or snooping, and I don't know how they got the pictures, but I thought that would be a cute picture if you could get your kids snooping or sneaking around. And with cell phones, I thought everybody can get that picture now. Candy canes, fa la la, oops. And we know how washi tape sometimes comes up a little bit. Ho ho ho, no peeking again. Oh, what fun. I don't know, something about these snowmen kind of creep me out a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. I put it on there because it worked really well within the page. It was almost the exact same page size of the page. And I put that on and used two of the cut-aparts, the presents, backed them. Loved this gold. Would have done the whole book in gold if I had more of it, but I didn't have enough of it. So put those in there. And you have to make sure those are nice and snug, or those fell out. Otherwise those fell out. This was the other favorite, my other favorite piece. Loved this kind of minty green. Merry Christmas. And then this was really cute. This had more to it. I cut it apart, glued it on, and then I made it look like an envelope. Took this washi tape, and then I made a little booklet inside of the envelope so it looked more like a card. That was just a little cut apart. Put that on there, and then I just put inside so it looked like it was actually a card in the envelope. Wasn't I clever? Or at least I thought. And then there's the back of the book. So maybe you guys should try to challenge yourself and use some of the stuff in your stash this Christmas and see if you can do something out of the box. Because this was, if you've ever seen any of my stuff on Instagram, I'm Vintology, VINTOLOGYBYLOLA, Vintology by Lola on Instagram. Or I'm Laura Bratowski, Silky Bratowski on Facebook. And if you've ever seen any of my things, I love to embellish. And I always put charms down the side, and I like knobs. And as I said before, this is almost too simple for me. But I know some people that simpler is better. So I completed my challenge, and someone will get it, or someone will like it, or someone will use it, I hope. So you won't be seeing me for a while for videos until after the wedding, and hopefully then I will have some more things to show you. I am participating in a swap, and I'm kind of excited to do that video because I've only done one other swap. And this one promises to be a little more of a challenge for me. So Until later, people. Peace out. Talk to you soon.